5 years ago, as Dewey had come home back from winter camp, and he seemed pretty excited about it. He said, "Hey, Joel, I just got back from winter camp. Everything was so awesome. Have you ever met the Fams?" I realized that Dewey was talking about Rebecca and her family. So I had to really stop him. I was like, "Dewey, you realize that we've known Rebecca's family our entire lives." As stated before, Rebecca's parents stayed at our house for their honeymoon, and essentially throughout the years we have photo evidence to show that we've known the Fams our entire lives.
Becca has already told you guys, but she made a list of traits that she wanted in a life partner, and essentially it boiled down to she's always wanted someone kind, someone tall, someone handsome, someone funny, someone patient, and most of all, someone who loves Jesus. And Dewey, you are all of those things.
I remember one night I was playing games in my room, and Dewey knocked on my door. So he sat down, and he kind of just nonchalantly landed on my bed, and he said, I kind of started seeing someone. And I was like, oh, that's pretty interesting. This is not really news we talk about too much, so this is a pretty exciting time to have. So I said, oh, who did you start dating? And he didn't really tell me who. All he said in the most Dewey way possible was, she's kind of younger. I sat up and I knew exactly who it was. There's only one person in this entire world that was younger than me that was a perfect fit for Dewey. And in that exact moment, I realized how perfect you guys actually were together.
Oh, did I mention she also wanted someone older? You are so old. Jokes aside, I don't think anyone has made Becca feel the way that you make her feel. You guys are disgustingly adorable together. It makes my heart flutter. In your marriage, I pray so hard that God continues to shower you both in blessings and good times because you guys deserve it.
Aaron, can you believe we're actually getting married? When I met you 5 years ago, I knew very quickly that I wanted to be with you. I remember those essays we used to write each other, and it'd be the highlight of my day coming home and seeing that notification on Facebook. And I'd be also extremely happy when I found out you lived only a block away from me. I think we were quite spoiled on early in our relationship, which is why I thought the last couple of years would be so hard. But being so far apart has taught us both life skills that I think will be very useful in our marriage. And as you stand here before our family and friends, I can truly say I'm excited to be your husband. I couldn't have asked for a better partner to spend the rest of my life with. And although we don't know exactly where work or school is taking us, I know that God has a plan for us, and He will lead us every step of the way. Am, I promise to love you and respect you, and to lift you up when you need it most. I promise to be there for you and pray for you, to make time for you even when I'm tired. I promise that wherever our careers take us, that our families will always come before our jobs. And I promise to be the best husband that you deserve. I promise to be open and honest with you, even if that means shedding a tear. And I promise to keep the house clean, take out the trash, to open those sticky jars, drive you around near or far, and build you anything you need fast. Em, I can't wait to start this next chapter in our lives together, especially since now I won't need to drive halfway across the city to sleep at my sister's house, or drive 2.5 hours back home when I visit you in Rocky. I'm sure marriage won't be all fun and games though, and will require lots of work, but I'm up for the challenge because you mean so much to me. You are my best friend, my favorite chef, and my soon-to-be wife. I love you.
My dearest Anyi, my best friend, my love. 1,997 days ago, my life was changed when I met you again at winter camp. You are everything I wanted in a husband and more. I actually had this list of traits of the ideal guy written out when I was 18. From being someone who loves Jesus, me, my family and friends, to being at least 5'9" and extremely handsome, to being good with guitars, cars, and fixing things. You checked every box on my dream guy list. And beyond that, you were persistent enough to get to know me deeply, and patient and forgiving enough to love me still after you did. Even when we argue, you always end the conversation with "I love you." And even when I've selfishly thought of breaking things up, you always fought for us. In you, God has shown me His unconditional love and His unwavering faithfulness. And now I recognize, realistically, you and I are two imperfect people who are about to enter into an imperfect marriage. But we do serve a perfect God. It is by His strength and because of His grace that I can say and act on my vows to you. I promise to build a marriage with you that will bring glory to God and that will bless those around us. I promise to honor you, cherish you, and be faithful to you as my husband and partner. I promise to inspire you to be the man God has called you to be, trusting you as you lead our family. I promise to pray for you daily, for your hopes and your dreams, and for all your trials and challenges. I will encourage and support you, and I will always root for you in every fitness competition bet you make with the guys. I will forever be your helper, your cheerleader, your adventure buddy, your fitness pal, your prayer warrior, and your best friend. I choose you today, and I will choose you always. So, after 1,997 days of growing and laughing and learning together, I'm so excited that I finally get to take you to be my husband today. With the cross before me, the world behind me, and you beside me, I confidently enter into this new adventure with you. I love you, Anyi.
Dewey, do you take Rebecca to be your wife, to live together in marriage? Do you promise to love her, honor her, comfort her, and keep her, for better or for worse, for richer or for poorer, in sickness and in health, for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
And Rebecca, do you take Dewey as your husband to live together in marriage? And do you promise to love him, comfort him, honor him, and keep him, for better or for worse, for richer or for poorer, in sickness and in health, for as long as you both shall live?
I do.
As a minister of the gospel, and according to the laws of the province of Alberta, I now declare you to be husband and wife. Dewey, you may kiss the bride.
I fly through the stars to get to
Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce to you for the first time ever, Mr. and Mrs. Dewey and Rebecca Tay.
Yeah, if you kind of know what's been going on in the family, you'll know that there was a bet that was made 8 years ago. Becca, Isaiah, and myself said that the first one to get married would get $1,000 from the other two losers. If you knew Rebecca well, she had zero game, and you know, like you wouldn't expect her to get married first. Like, I don't know why I'm standing here right now. But because I am definitely not a sore loser, I came with your bet money. Good game? Good game? I'm not making bets with you anymore.
She doesn't have game.
I don't know about that because she tells me about this guy going after her and 3 guys going after her at the same time. When I think about raising Kaylee, I always think about how do I raise her to be nearly as good of a person as Rebecca. Like, I think of that as my example. So you think I give you good advice? Like, I don't know, whatever you're doing, just keep doing it. And I just can't wait to see what your kids are gonna be like.
And then Dewey starts revving his engine, and I'm like, oh man, this is gonna be crazy. The green light goes, and Dewey's ripping it down. He goes from 0 to 60 in like 5 seconds. But that's where it stopped. It didn't go past 60. As lame as he is and everything, he's safe. That's like the one thing you want for your sister, right? So that's when I really knew that he was the one for her.
Becca has loved me immensely over the years. She is the most forgiving, unselfish person I have ever met. She's always willing to drop everything to see me and has always been there for me. She was a part of my surprise wedding, and she's also been there every single time I've needed to ugly cry. She's the best. Becca, I have loved you and will continue to love you for the rest of my life. And I'm so happy that God has given you a Dewey who will do the same.
I've seen Dewey grow in so many ways. He took up a leadership role at Rebecca's church and even joined the worship band. And just to be clear, before this time, literally, I've never seen or heard Dewey sing at all. Rebecca, you've been the greatest blessing in Dewey's life. And even if Dewey doesn't remember, I'm glad our story lasted from childhood until now.
Is built on nothing less than Jesus' blood and righteousness. I dare not trust the sweetest frame, but wholly trust in Jesus' name. Built on nothing less than Jesus' blood and righteousness. I dare not trust the sweetest frame, but wholly trust in Jesus' name. Christ alone, cornerstone, the weak made strong in the Savior's love. Through the storm, He is Lord, Lord of all. When darkness seems to hide His face, I rest on His unchanging grace. In every high and stormy gale, my anchor holds within the veil. My anchor holds within the veil. Christ alone, cornerstone, weak made strong in the Savior's love. Through the storm, He is Lord.
strong.